what a ride this World Cup has been. Been some big upsets, been some great moments, but we're here to talk about the most embarrassing moments in this World Cup. There's no better person to have here than Gaurav, who would likely rip a few people apart. Gaurav, tell me.
Hey man, there's no one better for this than someone who significantly embarrasses themselves every fucking week. All right. Let Friday roll around and I'm hopping on that train. All right. I was okay. So you know me. I like international football, but I find it hard to like get passionate about it. So I started compiling this list early on in the tournament, and that made me passionate about the games because I was looking out for embarrassing moments. Um, where to start? Uruguay not being able to score a goal to save their lives, and the goal that they did score was scuffed like through the net. It should have been an own goal. Like literally, like they didn't even deserve the goal that they scored. That was pretty embarrassing when you've got Suarez, Nunez, and Cavani in your ranks. Not one of those guys can score a goal. Okay, anyways, these are honorable mentions.
All right. Wait, before you go on, one at a time. There's a lot to go through, right? One at a time. I feel like you won't stop. All right. Can we talk about Spain and just the general embarrassment that is Spain?
Look,
Lost it.
I think it wasn't embarrassing up until they realized, holy shit, we don't have any adults to take these penalties.
All three. I think no, it was a bit more than that, right? So it was a bit more than that. Full praise to Japan, by the way. Praise because I'm going there tomorrow, so I can't wait. But I think you guys played your heart out. I think you're very technical. I think you have a lot of great players in Europe. But it was a big shock that when they beat Spain. Right? It was a big shock. Even though there are quite a few people who are talking about Japanese players being up and coming, and I think this team showed that. But I think you have to take that also with Morocco. Right? Now, Morocco, I know they came fourth. They reached the semifinal. They were incredible. I absolutely love them. I was rooting for them. All right. I'm not talking about the fact that Morocco beat you. I think they absolutely deserve to beat you. They didn't do it. Spain did nothing with that with the ball, right? I think the most embarrassing moment came right after when a lot of their players were really salty, talking about basically they've taken a Mourinho approach to football, which I get. It gets under your skin, but like, guys, you didn't do anything. You barely made it out of your. Well, you barely made it through to that. What was it? Round of 16, quarterfinal? I can't even remember. You embarrassed yourselves, all right? That's another embarrassing moment for me.
I think that's up there for me. I think Luis Enrique understanding after extra time that he didn't have anyone over 22 years old on the pitch to take a penalty. And most of these guys, even if they won, couldn't celebrate by drinking a bottle of champagne. I think all these things like started to hit him like in extra time. And he was like, oh, I'm fucked now, aren't I? And yes, fam, you're fucked. Take some adults, like a couple, maybe just 4. And then one of the kids can take a penalty. Okay, moving on from Spain. And speaking of penalties, Harry Kane missing the penalty to send England through. Oh, Jesus Christ, that was embarrassing. If it was anybody else, it's not embarrassing. But because it is the captain of England, Harry Kane, the leading goal scorer for England, Harry Kane, tied.
He didn't break it. He could have. He could even do it.
He could have, but you know how you have to finish your chances, bro. So like the build up to that penalty, knowing that he'd scored the first one, the tournament he'd had, the fact that this is your ace in the hole if you're England. At the start of the tournament, England fans were saying, but yeah, we've got Harry Kane. We probably have one of the best strikers in the world. Through the tournament, he became maybe like one of the better playmakers. Not really a great goal scorer anymore. But that penalty, I think, was highly embarrassing for the country, but mostly for Harry Kane, and increasingly so for Tottenham Hotspur, which is very important to all of us.
I just think it could have been more embarrassing for the country in one other way. If it was a black picker, the black person taking the penalty, because you know their record with Sterling, with Rashford, with Jadon Sancho. You
yeah,
guys did a really good job, shielding them. So yeah,
yeah.
that's how it could have been more embarrassing for you. But yeah.
Let's just say the only reason Harry Kane's alive right now is because he's white.
Well, okay, look, he'll probably get a lot of stick, I will say that, because Beckham, Phil Neville, they got a lot of hate, but not racial.
But not,
So
yeah,
no,
not to the same degree. But yeah, congratulations, England. You played yourself.
they always do. For 60
You
years,
always
they
do.
play themselves.
But my winner, and I think this is only fair because I think at the start of the tournament, there was a lot of fear and there were some very embarrassing moments that were coming out. And I think through the tournament, especially after the final, there was a lot of celebration of this country and how they handle things. But on the pitch, they were an absolute fucking joke. It was kindergartners versus fucking Premier League players, it looked like at times. Qatar on the pitch
Oh
are
man.
shit.
Yeah, they
This
were.
was an embarrassing effort from a home nation that spent how many $100 billion getting ready for this World Cup? You couldn't spare a fucking burger for your skinny ass players that kept getting pushed off the fucking ball. You couldn't spare an extra million to actually get them a coach that could teach them how to fucking play. You couldn't naturalize and bribe more people to immigrate to your country and be naturalized and play better football. All this work.
Do what the French did. Just colonize some people and take all their players. It's worked for them.
I guess money can't buy you everything.
No, no, they
But
can't.
that
But it
for me
was.
is the winner, is how embarrassing Qatar were on the pitch. They were shit. Thank God they put the fucking bisht on Messi so someone could make them proud because none of their fucking players earned it. God damn, what a joke. It was just turds versus men. The
It
fuck?
was. It was bad. Well, one honorable mention maybe Emmy Martinez. Um, bro has kind of declined since then.
Emi
Um,
Martinez, since the final, has gone down in my eyes, bro. Nobody needs you to carry around a fucking puppet doll of Mbappe. Like it's
I
over.
look. Look. A lot of people point to his shithousery, and look, number one, I don't agree with throwing the brawl away before Tchouaméni misses the penalty. But I also think Tchouaméni should have been a lot stronger, made him go get it, and just get in his head. Because look, the guy just wants to get in people's heads, right? But after the World Cup, like what he's doing with the Mbappe doll, that's playing with fire. He's gonna score like 6 goals past you when you next meet. By the way, the guy scored a hat trick in the World Cup final.
Yeah.
So I
Let's just put it this way. It wasn't Mbappe. You didn't own Mbappe. Like
yeah.
you didn't get in his head. Um, and then I have one more honorable mention. My winner is Qatar. But I this is also if we do a video on favorite goal, this will be up there for me. Is the Holland equalizer against
Oh
Argentina.
man, that was such a
Free
good
kick.
goal.
Dude, it was so embarrassing if you're Argentina. If you're playing
It's true.
FIFA, right? If you're playing FIFA and you're taking one of those free kicks and the guy's lining it up and everything, and then he just presses triangle and X and he scores, how fucking embarrassing is that? Best
Yeah.
laid plans and everything, triangle X goal. Like that's literally what happened. But yeah, that was one of my embarrassing and favorite moments.
I love it. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. What was your most embarrassing moment from this World Cup? Could be a player, could be a team, could be Ronaldo, could be a whole lot of things. Let us know what you think. Like and
Oh,
subscribe.
one more. Ronaldo in general was an embarrassment in this World Cup. Let's just put that down.
Yeah, fair enough. Like and subscribe, guys. It'll go a long way. We'll see you guys next time.